Good morning, loves. It is morning, but you might be watching this at night, so okay. I'm super excited because today I'm going to be doing a review slash first impression on a new product that is super trendy right now and everyone's talking about it. So I was like, I'm going to jump on this bandwagon because I feel left out and I really just want to try it. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Reformulated. It is for matte and poreless for normal to oily skin. And everybody's really excited because apparently they reformulated and it's just super amazing. I've heard really good things about the matte and poreless. I am self-tanned right now, so I decided to ignore these ratchet self-tanner hands. I decided to get a color to match my self-tan color and also for summer coming up. This is in the color 310 Sun Beige. And they actually didn't have the color I wanted, so I went up a shade, so we'll see what happens. This is supposed to mattify and refine pores, match your natural tone, which hopefully will happen, natural seamless finish, and I'm just really excited to try it. They also have one for a dewy finish, but I've heard really good things about this, and I have oily skin, so let's give this baby a try. I'm just going to start off with some primer because I want to give this a fair chance and not just slap it on there because every day I wear a primer. This is from Hard Candy. It is the Dark Spot Correcting. And if you guys are curious, at Target this was $6 and change. It's actually really affordable. I was kind of surprised because it is such a trendy thing, and I think my Revlon color stay that I love is like $10, so I was really impressed with the price on this. And I'm not going to do any concealing on my face or anything before. I just applied the primer to help give it a longer lasting effect, but I just want to see how immense the coverage is without a concealer, so I'm just going to give it a little shake just to make sure it's all good. I'm going to be applying with my damp beauty blender, which is my favorite personal method to apply foundation. As you can see, the consistency, it's not extremely thick, but it's not really runny. It's almost exactly in the middle. It's a slow run down the hand. So I'm just going to take a little bit on my beauty blender. I'm just going to start to blend it into my skin. Okay. It smells kind of good. I think because it has sunscreen in it, so I think it smells kind of like sunscreen. So, first impression wise, it is extremely like lightweight feeling. It just feels like I'm putting water on my face, which is always nice. Believe it or not, this does blend into my skin, guys, with my self-tanner. My face is pale. But what I am noticing though, taking it from the back of my hand to a beauty blender, the product is getting a little bit lost. So I think I'm going to take a little more and apply it directly on my face and then blend it out. The coverage is actually really good. As you guys know, I have this big pimple here, and you can still see it a little, but it's definitely not low coverage. It's a good coverage, which I love, which is my favorite, because I personally don't even like to use concealer. I like to use a full coverage foundation, but I find that it's really good at evening the skin tone as well. I can't get over how light it feels. It feels really light, like it's like it feels like I have nothing on my face, and that's pretty rare to find a foundation that feels this light. Sorry, I keep looking in the viewfinder. I know that's annoying, but I'm using it slightly as a mirror. Okay, so now that I'm kind of watching it dry, it's definitely matte, which I'm pretty impressed with because typically even mattifying liquid foundations tend to look a little wet to me. But it is drying and it looks pretty matte, which I am impressed with. I'm going to see, there's one thing I want to do though with this, just out of curiosity. I want to see if it's buildable or if it's going to look a little weird. My perfect shade would have been one shade lighter with my self-tanner because my self-tanner has faded a little bit. But when I have a fresh coat of self-tanner on, this will be good. So if it looks a tad dark, it is a tad dark, but it's all good. This is just a test round, boo. Okay, so I'm going to take a little more. See where I have that pimple? I'm going to take a little more right there and see if I can build up the coverage. I would say you definitely can. I mean, you can't hide a whole pimple. It's a mountain on your face, but the coverage is great. I really like this, guys. I hope it like lasts a long time. I feel good about it, guys. I feel good about it so far. So the time right now is 12:10. You can see that. Y'all can believe me. So I want to see how long this will last. I'm going to check back in at the end of the day and we'll do a progress report. Let me just go finish the rest of my makeup and I'll come right back. So now that I set it with translucent powder and put my concealer under my eyes and everything, it looks a little more normal. All I did was set it with my Airspun translucent powder, which I apply every day no matter what foundation I use. So it definitely blends a bit better into my skin now, and I just did a little highlighting and contouring, nothing too major, but bottom line is we want to see if this is going to get slippy or fall off throughout the day, just the overall progress throughout the day. I'll make sure I keep track as I am wearing it throughout the day, and then I'll come back with a final review later, but I'm super excited. So far, I love how it looks. Like, even though it's a dash too dark, I really, really love the coverage, and it feels like nothing's on my face. And that's really, really important. I hate the feeling of like a heavy, heavy, heavy like foundation. So anyway guys, I'm going to go about my day and run some errands, and I'll come back tonight with my final review. Okay guys, so it is now 8 p.m. So it's been a very long day. I put this on back at 12, and it's been very, very, very busy, and it was warm today. You know, a little bit warmer than usual, but I was kind of surprised because it went on very matte and it looked very matte at first, but I noticed throughout the day it got oily, and I've heard that people had the same encounter with it, so I wasn't super surprised by that. The coverage stayed really, really well. I will say that it didn't like really slip off, but oil definitely came through, and this is the matte and poreless one for oily skin, so I was a little bit surprised that it got oily towards the end, but I did just pop on some translucent powder halfway throughout the day and it just soaked the oil right up. So it's not extremely long wearing, but I will say I didn't see like slippage or grossness throughout the day, but it was, you know, a good foundation. I think I would probably wear this more a quicker day, or just bring some blotting sheets with you or translucent powder. I really like the feeling of it though. Like I said earlier, it's very light. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin. The coverage is very buildable, and it is long wearing, but you will have a little oil peek through on your T-zone throughout the day. Let me know how you enjoy this. I have heard a lot of people like the dewy finish as well. I could definitely not do the dewy finish because this one even got a little bit oily and my skin is oily. So a lot of people said too, if you have dry skin, that it would not be good for you. It really accentuates dry patches. I do not have dry patches, but if you do, I would not try this one. I would try the dewy finish. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this review. Comment down below your thoughts on the new Maybelline Fit Me formula. What? I will see you in my next review. Comment below other drugstore products you want me to review. I love you guys. Bye!